This is the world's fastest disc launcher. 3, 2, 1, go! I've been playing disc golf for 15 years, but it turns out practice doesn't make perfect. Apparently what does work is throwing in 40-mile-per-hour winds to break the distance world record. And I think if using wind is allowed, so is using a machine. So I built this. It can throw mini discs hundreds of feet further than the human world record. The top pros can throw over 80 miles per hour, but I wanted to see what happens when you throw a disc at nearly double that speed. I thought this build would only take a day or two, but it ended up taking over 300 hours. I ran into a lot of different issues. And a couple pretty major redesigns. But let's go back to the beginning. So I think a good starting point is to build a small working prototype that can throw mini discs at least 100 miles per hour. If I can break Simon Lizotte's distance world record of 527 feet with a mini, then I'll try to build a machine that can throw one of these regular discs at least a quarter of a mile. That's over 4 football fields. As you can see, my shop's a complete disaster right now, so I'll just show you my super fancy metaverse one instead. So I'm gonna spin a wheel at 125 miles per hour, similar to a baseball pitching machine. There'll be a track around the wheel, and we'll push the disc between the wheel and the track. Friction might be a limitation, but if the system can handle the acceleration, a disc should shoot out the front of the machine at 125 miles per hour. So this is the design. I have a servo motor driving a timing belt into this completely oversized shaft. The shaft goes up through these 2 bearings and drives the wheel. And finally, there's a small solenoid pin that'll push the discs out of the hopper between the wheel and the track. It's kind of like a disc golfer's dream Pez dispenser. I think this is a good place to start. I'm going to call him Simon Robot. Let's try him out at the field. So it looks like the disc is kind of rolling up the sidewall and popping out. I'm just gonna add a roof on top of the track so there's absolutely nowhere for the disc to go except out the front of the machine. So we're able to consistently throw the disc 250 feet each time, but it's clearly not coming out of the machine at 125 miles per hour. As we spin the wheel faster, the disc just comes out slower. I've tried a million different things that are too boring to explain. I think it's time to just give up on this approach and try something else. So what I'm gonna do is scrap the wheel, use a mechanical arm and hand instead, and we're gonna spin the arm at 125 miles per hour. At the perfect moment, we're gonna fire a pin out of the plate that releases the fingers holding the discs. I'm using 2 discs so the machine doesn't shake itself to pieces the second we let go of the disc on just the one side. All right, so this is how it looks. Let's see how it works.
Where'd it go? That was a perfect flight. I didn't see it.
So I'm getting the disc to go 450 feet, but there's a minor issue where the mechanical hand just completely self-destructs every single throw. My cousin had the idea to tape it back together. Then this happened. Yeah, that's the sound of the disc slipping out backwards and hitting a porta potty. I guess better a porta potty than my face. All right, so I moved the firing pin all the way in so it engages with the disc finger at 25 miles per hour instead of 75 miles per hour. I think it's time to head back out to the field and give this another try. Okay. Three, two, one, go! Can barely hit him with the laser. 816. 816. Wow. I did not expect to outthrow Simon's record by almost 300 feet. It's definitely time to build another machine that can throw regular discs. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe below so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching till the end.